The White House remains in communication with Iraq amid the attack on the U.S. Embassy. President Trump spoke with the country's prime minister today, emphasizing that American personnel and facilities need to be protected in Iraq. The president is blaming Iran for the violent assault, saying he believes it orchestrated the attack on the embassy in Baghdad. The White House is deploying additional Marines and helicopters to the embassy in a show of force. The president says he expects Iraq to protect the complex as well. OAN America's Neil W. McCabe spoke to an Iraqi American who served in national security posts for both countries about the situation.
Entifahd Qanbar is the founder and president of the Washington-based Future Foundation and a former senior national security staffer to both the Iraqi government and the U.S. military. He told One American News members of the Iraqi government security forces waved in Iranian-backed Shia militiamen who sacked the U.S. embassy in Baghdad.
They came to new reality after the attack of these militias, and they got their doors of the green zone and the area of the embassy opened by the Iraqi government, and the militias attacked the embassy.
Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio has the same view as Qanbar. The senator tweeted out as the attacks on the embassy compound raged, quote, "It's beyond dispute that these Shia militias in Iraq aren't just backed by Iran. They are directed and controlled by them. Any attacks by them are the direct work of Iran's," unquote. The attack on the U.S. embassy comes as retaliation after U.S. forces devastated 5 camps, 2 in Syria and 3 in Iraq, belonging to the Iranian vassal force Hezbollah. Qanbar said the U.S. strikes had the support of the Iraqis marching in the streets against Iran's influence in their country.
The Iraqi protesters were welcoming these, hitting these bases. These bases are bases for Shia militias who killed the protesters, and they were the snipers who killed the protesters. The United States acted in self-defense, and it's legitimate.
The Iranians have become accustomed to dominating Iraq after President Barack Obama handed over control of that country to them going into 2011, he said.
The Iranians got used to see the U.S. embassy friendly to them during the Obama days. Ambassador Jeffries used to visit Shia militias inside the green zone and tell them the United States supports you.
Qanbar said the Iraqis in the street want a return to full partnership with the United States, but the government of Iraq does not.
The recent protests in Iraq proven that the Iraqi people are pro-America, anti-Iran. However, the Iraqi government is full of Iran proxies. There are some friends to the U.S. and the Iraqi government, but the Iraqi government as a whole is not an ally to the United States. It's an enemy of the United States. It's working on behalf of Iran.
The former advisor to U.S. forces in Iraq said his meetings with American officials convince him that the president and his administration understand the problem, but there is a lot of work to do.
President Trump inherited this terrible legacy by President Obama of giving up Iraq to Iran. And he has to correct all these mistakes of 8 years of Obama, and his tweet today that to hold Iran responsible is the right policy. Iran should not be allowed to meddle with Iraq and meddle in the Middle East. This is a threat to the U.S. national security.
Neil W. McCabe, One American News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.